On today's episode, featured videos include...
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to episode 15 of the supplemental broadcast here on Alexandria Alternative Media Broadcasting and OK Copernicus production. I'm your host, Jess, but you can call me Epitome or Burn Kid because I'm Epitome the Burn Kid. Please be sure to follow the entire archival project, hashtag YouTube Recommended Chronicles, on X or Tumblr for the latest videos, music, memes, and more. Come on over to my SoundCloud to listen to the official soundtrack. Links for all of this will be down below in the description box for everyone. And for all of our featured videos and featured music today, you can find that down in the box. Just a friendly programming reminder, due to all the heavy solar activity this time of year combined with my electromagnetic sensitivities, there might be small breaks in production when I can't have too much contact with electronic devices for health reasons on high energy days, especially when they've been spraying heavily to combat the sun's rays, which is super toxic and mega bad for evolutionary health. Now on to today's featured selections. Our first featured selection is a lecture from December 16th, 1984 by Manly P. Hall about the winter solstice and solar Christmas. It starts off with mathematics, astronomy, and universal laws, then connects agriculture and symbology to explain the origins and subtleties often overlooked in most mainstream accounts of these traditions. Knowledge being both viewed and beneficial, dangerous, and riddled with temptation are a major theme regarding power throughout this lecture. Be sure to check out this in-depth esoteric look at the history of the most observed winter holidays. Our next video talk about a terrifying holiday music video. Merry Christmas from Klaus Schwab. Oh, good old Santa Claus. From the channel Liability Mate. This is wild. I do not have words for this. You guys are going to have to click on the link down in the description box and let me know what y'all think, because that's really wild. A more serious related video to follow that one. Have you been waiting for some up-close and intimate information? That's right. From the son of one of the WEF's co-founders. Well, you're in the right place. Join Dr. Drew for this absolutely stunning interview, spilling all the tea on the WEF's dirty neo-Maoist deeds done not quite so dirt cheap. The interview has Pascal Najadi, and Dr. Victory comes in for this interview too. It's a really good one. Be sure to check that out. All the info we're getting about the WEF is wild, y'all. It's wild. And next in, from the China show, AI Robot Takeover. Yeah, cyberpunk problems aren't just for anime anymore, it would appear. Yay, 21st century, woohoo. China has some very real-world problems with AI and robotics in ways that might take over the world if we aren't all very mindful about what we tolerate, with increasingly oppressive technology being imposed on us by the supposed powers that be. Yeah, they're legends in their own minds, all right. Speaking of them, now we have a video from Aubrey Marcus titled Psychological Tricks. What is mass formation psychosis? Have you heard the phrases mass formation or mass formation psychosis being tossed around lately, possibly trending? There's a very good reason that this phenomenon is popping up on our radar. The psychological tricks, operations, and the resulting propaganda are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to any authoritative structure's attempts at compelling, coercing, and manufacturing consent for the blatant unconstitutional stripping of our rights and freedoms. Go check this video out for the entire lecture. It is definitely a good one. And our last feature, because we got to throw some fun in here to lighten all this up, is Awaken with JP. Is there anyone more evil than this? Last but not least, got JP Sears bringing us another edutaining skit to enlighten us more on the main characters of the New World Order. This one has to do with good buddy George Soros, it would appear. take a look at him through the eyes of JP's comedy. He's so good. Such a funny dude. And that wraps up all of our selections, which brings us to my favorite part of the show, today's auspicious op-ed. Going to say some words for y'all. They're meaningful to me. I hope they're meaningful to you. And here we go. It's my message for y'all today. It has been a wild 2024 thus far, curating this internet show to accompany the far more vast YouTube Recommended Chronicles archival project that I have been co-curating with the help of my friend Lee411, the algorithm that alerts my devices, known as Magic 8-Ball. I'm forever grateful to the flashing screen that prompts me to head over to YouTube and receive the latest transmissions regarding the Great Awakening, Great Resist, and the globalists' sad attempts at their supposed Great Reset. I carefully sift through and discern over 100 videos and images daily before I cut off the excess and redundancies and simulcast the best specimens to inform the masses on both X and Tumblr. I have already been persecuted for some of the most benign and tame questions countering the official narrative sanctioned by the establishment and all their cronies thus far. I have lost friends, lost accounts, and lost many of my civil liberties for refusing to bow to a totalitarian agenda or degrade amid pressure emanating from the mass formation or groupthink mobs of insecure, unhinged conformists who have been successfully radicalized by every tier of the education system that has successfully led to a rather hefty chunk of the masses being lured into a fate of injury, chronic illness, severe disease, or excess deaths, either via mandates or social engineering. Whether persecuted by a living person or a pretentious piece of software, it has only resulted in my further dedication and furtherance of my activities in support of the truth and freedom movement, sweeping all across the world with momentum growing by the moment. When you find out that most of your acquaintances wish for your demise, for the demise of our society in the name of social acceptance by their misguided peers, and revenge for anyone who doesn't give them their way, it suddenly became clear that every covert narcissist I had knew finally blew their cover for good. I guess if the globalists and their professional and managerial classed underlings can wear their evil on their sleeves as they infiltrate every institution, community, and religion they can cast their evil spell on, then why not every other lowlife with ambition give it a whirl too? You know, they emulate what they see, don't they? How on earth facts, evidence, and primary sources combined with logic, reasoning, morality, and ethics were outright vanquished by the vanity of credentials, material goods, or social status, regardless of logic, reasoning, morality, and ethics, are beyond me by any authentic or intrinsic understanding of their true motives or goals, except for one facet. Over the course of several centuries, the rebranding of serfdom, peasantry, servitude, slavery, and vocation, it was possible to commit generational mentalcide that permitted the top 15% or less of the population to domineer and abuse anyone they saw fit by grooming weakness, insecurity, and self-loathing to those who would go along to get along in hopes of reward someday. Now that they've shown their hand, making it very clear they have no intention of doing anything other than disposing of you when and how they see fit, less and less people are willing to go along to get absolutely nothing, let alone to go along to get along and live a lie. Now I'll take their hand and I'll raise them 20. How on earth are we not utilizing every tool we have to constitutionally, legally, ethically, and morally vanquish these self-admitted treasonous tyrants when they are openly declared terrorists with every intention of destroying our constitutional rights, depopulating the majority of our civilization, and destroying our individual rights? I'll tell you how. Most people simply don't have the balls or the gall to tell it straight like I do. Tell me why Klaus Schwab is not regarded as more dangerous than Hitler, Stalin, and bin Laden combined. Tell me. because he is more dangerous than all of them. I guess those that drink adrenochrome and torture children together on private islands and at after-hours parties at Davos have a sick partnership that we need to speak up a little louder and prouder about to make it very clear we know exactly what is going on here and the jig is up. If we have the Patriot Act to subdue ISIS threats, or that of any terrorist organization, the few decent people who must work amongst the lizard swine of DC needs to get the WEF, the WHO, the UN, and every other wannabe NGO on the indefinite detainment train, and leave the rest of us alone to live in peace with no more threats of imminent terror from the millionaire to trillionaire class of classless twats. That's what they are, kids. That's right, boys and girls, you heard me. Classless twats. And that wraps up our show today. It was a good one, everyone. Thank you for joining me once more. Please be sure to check out our musical selection for the day. It's by me, Epitome the Burn Kid. The title of this track is Truth Be Told. It's a good one. And be sure to check out the music video here on this YouTube channel and also on my Rumble channel. It's a really gorgeous video. I want to thank you all for joining me again today with this lovely time we spend together. Please get out there, do something important, spread awareness, share any of these videos that resonate with you, and please click like. Please get the algorithm going. And please subscribe. I'd love to have you back for more episodes, everyone. This is going to be an amazing adventure we go on together. Stay prepped, stay safe, and stay awesome, everyone. Be excellent to one another, and I'll see you next time here on the Supplemental Report. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a good one.